Sadhna, if you're following this month of mindfulness, then I think obviously you're interested in your health. And one of the mistakes that most people, including myself, make about health is sometimes we go overboard. We do things in excess. I'll give you one example. 3-4 months ago, I started having muskmelon, and I used to have it every morning. And then something started going wrong inside of me, and I knew it was not right. Something was wrong. So I called up my naturopath. I said, "This is what is happening." And she said, "Are you having muskmelon a lot of muskmelon?" I said, "Yes." She said, "Well, don't. You're not, when you're eating muskmelon, you're not supposed to have it anything every day anyway. But muskmelon should be have just 3 slices. Just cut 3 slices and have it, and share it with your family. Don't have the whole thing. It's too cooling." So I want to share a story with you now. This is a story which you must know. There was a young girl in Kolkata. She died suddenly at the age of 24. And before that, she had some issues, and the uterus had to be removed, and then she had some problem with the blood and this and that. And this young girl just died. And then a few years later, there was this Ayurveda doctor, very renowned Ayurveda doctor, who was visiting the parents, and he was sitting down having coffee and talking to them, and they was chatting, and then they told him about the daughter. They said how she had died at such an early age. He said, "What were the symptoms?" And he said, "This happened, and then the uterus was removed, and this happened, and that happened." He asked them, "Was your daughter having a lot of cashew nuts?" He said, "Yes, she was having so much cashew. Somebody said it's good for you, it's good, it's got protein and this and that. And she would have so many every day." And the doctor, he just looked at them and said, if she had stopped eating the cashews, she would have been alive today. I was going for a Vipassana course in Thailand. And it was a 4-hour drive. It was inside a forest. And next to me was this American girl. And then she reached out into her bag, and she took out this bag of almonds. And I kind of knew what was going to happen. I was trying to, brace myself for it. And yes, she just took 4-5 and put it in her mouth. And she took 4-5 and put it in her mouth. And my wife told me to shut up. So Nali keeps telling me that, when somebody is not asking you for advice, don't give it. I'm a teacher. I'm born to help people if I can. And if they don't want to be helped, that's their option. My job is to plant the seeds. It's up to you to flower or not. I've said it 1,000 times. So, being Vijay Anand, excuse me, do you know how bad it is to have more than 4 almonds a day? If you're soaking it, you can have 6. But if you're having unsoaked diamonds, just raw, as it is, you can't have more than 3 or 4 a day. 4 is too much, especially in the heat. And so you're having too much. It's going to be really bad for you. She looked at me in that attitude that it's none of your business, in a very polite way, and she said, "I love them. And they're fine. Nothing happens to me." And I didn't tell her. Her face was full of pimples. It's just it was just full. It was breaking out of acne all over, right? And she's saying, "I'm fine." You see, agyanata is the opposite of mindfulness. In mindfulness, you are aware of the consequence of your action, then you take responsibility. I know wine is not good for me, but if I want to have the wine, last night I had wine. Oh, it was amazing. It was a Chianti Classico. So I know the consequence of it, and being aware and mindful of it, I had that wine. Then it's allowed. But being unmindful, in agyanata, in being stupid is not allowed. So, do whatever you want. First of all, make sure you're not doing it in excess, and always be mindful of the impact it is having on you, how it is affecting you. My wife, somebody told her moringa powder is very good for you, and it is. And she started having just 1 spoon every day in the carrot juice. And suddenly her body was freaking out of the heat because moringa is heaty. Half a spoon is enough. You don't need that 1 spoon, and definitely not every day. You can just give it a break sometime. Just add the medication. It's medicine, right? Have it. It's good for you. So don't make your body so used to it. People have Triphala every day. They're saying, oh, it's good for my constipation. But as soon as you stop it, the constipation gets worse. Have it when you need to have it. I have ginger water when I need to have ginger water. I have lime water. I know when my body is feeling a little acidic, then I will have. I don't have it every day throughout the day just because it's good for me. Be mindful of the amount that you do, and make sure you're not doing it in excess. Not too much of cashews, not too much of almonds, not too much of ginger, not too much. Just everything in moderation. Be mindful of the impact it is having on your body so that you don't end up with a disease. And you're healthy and happy ever after, which is what I wish for you. See you tomorrow. Sadnam.